Do you have a need for speed? And by speed, I don't mean the Keanu Reeves Sandra Bullock movie from the 90s, nor the amphetamine stimulant, also known as crystal meth. I mean distance divided by time, suckers. In this video tutorial, I shall show you how to recreate the fastest genre ever thought up, Extratone. Who came up with these names? Who knows? Honestly, you have the power to create names for abstract ideas into musical genres, and I'll be the one to make video tutorials for it. Using this handy chart I acquired while scavenging the deepest depths of the web, here is a list of genres based on their speed content. Vaporwave is a slow genre, cause you have to be on drugs to enjoy this genre. Regular music falls somewhere in the middle, but seriously, who actually goes out of their way to purchase commercialized soulless pop songs anyways? No, seriously, I wanna know, like, how the fuck do you get on the Billboard Hot 100? Like, who literally goes to Walmart to buy a Pitbull record?
Nightcore,
which I emulated in this video. It's pretty weeby, TBH LMFAO. Gabber, which I popped my pussy to in this video, gotta shave your head for that, though.
Breakcore!
I thought it was slower. Although maybe I fucked up. All these other fucking core genres I'll cover another time, but let's get to the fastest genre of all time. Why is this particular genre called Extratone? You may be asking me through whatever technological, slightly magical glowing device you are viewing me through. Because when any reproduced sample is sped up to a certain speed, it resembles a tone rather than a beat. Extratone is a name specifically given to music that reaches 1,000 beats per minute. How does Extratone sound like? Well, it kinda sounds like a brain aneurysm mixed with a dentist drilling a hole in your tooth and the sound of millions upon millions of bees getting sucked into a supermassive black hole. Well, theoretically, no one really knows what that sounds like, as you need air for sound to exist to enter your ear hole, but I'm pretty sure the absolute vacuum of space kinda sounds like Extratone. It sounds just like how this picture looks. Those shitting rainbows. What is Extratone's aesthetic? Well, from further research, can you guess what type of electronic dance music female objectification indicators there are? You're right, anime titties. I don't know if there's a correlation between speeding things up and hentai, but there is an obvious correlation between speeding things up and soulless-looking large-breasted statues of Venuses everywhere. Also, like, they have that death metal looking font made out of sticks and blood. So I guess when people get hardcore, they tend to make their aesthetics look like ketchup pre-cum splattered against a linoleum floor. Now let's get started on this spicy beat. If Will Smith's children taught me anything, it's that trees are blue, your eyes tell lies, but more importantly, that time is relative. To understand Extratone, you must max out your tempo. FL Studio's max tempo in the version I have, which is 11 point whatever, only goes up to 500 BPMs. Wait, you can go 522? But whatever, 500 is the easiest number to do math to anyway, so. Fear not, there are ways to get beyond the technical limits. In this tutorial, I will be using Fruity Kick because it's a good native plugin and I love fruits that can kick. Open up the piano roll, place a kick on every beat. This is 500 beats per minute. Gotta go fast. Like the time manipulators we are, cut each kick in half and then copy and drag each kick into an eighth note. This is what 1,000 beats per minute sounds like, reaching just above the Extratone threshold of extradom. But we can go faster than that. Now cut these eighth notes into 16th notes, and here we have 2,000 beats per minute Extratone kick tones. Cut that in half again, you have 4,000 beats per minute. Crazy how numbers do that.
Things.
Extratone was one of the most interesting genres of EDM I've ever been suggested to on the internet. It's very much in the spirit of punk rock because it's like a giant fuck you to all those tempo-based genres that are becoming commonplace in the musical world. Also, it kinda sounds like a vibrator. So I made a pretty simple Extratone track. As you can see, it's using Fruity Kicks, and I have 16th note kicks with 32nd note fills. It's kind of like a gabber track. So this is roughly 2,000 beats per minute. And what I did was I added variations, and I have this theme that appears, and I have this synth that you guys can use. It's my, like, tropical house synth, and it sounds like this. I also have this fruity synthesizer robot voice that says, "I'm going wild for the night, fuck being polite," but it says it really fast, so you can't really hear it. Then I have this basic kick. My Extratone track looks a little like this. There's a lot of automation with effects and phasers going on, then a theme, a variation, and then it reaches its maximum crucial peak right here where it's 2,000 kicks per minute. However, I still think it's kind of slow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to export a wave and then edit that wave. Now I already have an exported wave, so I'm just going to open up a new copy. So I'm going to drag the master into the playlist. But since it's still kind of slow, I want to do something to it. So since the project was at 500 beats per minute, I'm going to slower this project to 100. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the audio, and then right here where it says time for time stretching, right click, go to auto detect, and instead of clicking the embedded beats per minute, I'm going to click the project beats per minute. What that does is it links the audio to the project, so when we move the project's tempo, the audio stays the same, but it affects the pitch. And I'll show you how to do that right now. So what I'll do is right click the tempo, create an automation clip. And then I'm going to click on the automation clip, and you see how the min and max are like weird. So what I'm going to do is right click here and copy value for the minimum and paste it onto the minimum, so that when I put it at its minimum, it goes to 100. And then I want to increase it by 2, so I'm going to go to 200. I'm going to copy the value and then right click on the max and then paste value, so that when that happens I can move it to the top, and the automation clip only affects from 100 to 200. So now when we press play, we
Enter the void.
You can download this FL Studio project in the description if you want to mess around with it. It even comes with my special Tropical House Harmer preset if you're into that sort of stuff. Thank you for watching all my videos. You make me extra happy. If you want to see more videos, check out my how-to playlist. If you want me to make a genre, just yell it out in the comment section below. Also, if you want to hit me up on social media links below, I normally respond, so send me fire emojis. I don't have a Mac, so I can't see them.
Thank you. Yeah.
Extratone, more like wanna bone.
Yeah.
This trombone in the Twilight Zone.